Reggie the Germ out here, and with Luis Casado, and we breaking down baseball. We already got the Yankees in the playoffs going to the next round. Off rip.
Yeah. You know, it's a little disappointing as Shane Bieber. Yeah, that was a prime matchup for him against Garrett Cole.
We was gonna see a gem. It was supposed to be like
Yankees. I mean, they're looking like a strong contender right now.
Man, the crazy thing about the Yankees, man, is that I was not expecting them to just be bombing the way they was doing off Shane Bieber, bro, Triple Crown winner. Like, this was different.
I think Tampa Bay's a whole different ballgame for them.
Ooh, I was surprised the fact that the Rays were the #1 team in the American League.
They've been there. They just were that third team out of the bubble.
They have the advantage because they're used to playing in an empty ass field.
That's a fact. Yeah, I think it can go 5 games, you know.
The Rays knocked down the Jays. We didn't even going to talk about the Blue Jays because they were very inexperienced. I think there was a good wake-up call for them, young players, to kind of be like, yo, it's postseason baseball. Yeah, you got to be ready for this. I want to see the White Sox beat the A's. I'm sorry, man. We got a lot of Latinos in there, you know what I mean? Like, Cuba, Dominicana, Pula, you know, we got the team.
That might be the team to beat in the Central Division, but I think I want to see Oakland and Astros, man. That would be a good rivalry matchup. You still remember what happened last time?
Yes.
Again, another member of the Astros running their mouth, Alex Cintron, like saying disrespectful shit. You know what it is when you got some playoff teams that had a little scuffle in the middle of the season, they always make for a good series.
They do have a chance to edge out White Sox. I do want to see the White Sox come in hot because they came in hot and the A's, they got in the way. But the Astros, the fact that they beat Minnesota, 2-game sweep, off-rip, continuous streak of losing. Like, these guys been swept for the last 4 series that they've played in the playoffs.
I mean, listen, it's just the same old story with Minnesota. You know, the only difference is this time around they ain't face off against the Yankees. I got to take issue with Carlos Correa, man. He's an idiot. I can't stand him.
He's talking too much shit.
Talking way too much. I mean, I get it. You know, you guys want to try to prove that you can win without cheating because that's exactly what you guys did. What are you going to say when you face Oakland or Chicago and you face real stiff competition? I mean, no disrespect to Minnesota. They're good. Hold on, man. They're a good team, but
as good as Minnesota did to maintain themselves, most of their hitters didn't hit like that. Like, they batted like under 260, 250, even 200, their best hitters. And the only one that was most consistent was the Aces wonder. You already know, the well-seasoned vet, Nelson Cruz.
He actually was the only offensive support that they had in the playoffs. And again, that's why I gotta get at Carlos Correa, man. He's a sucker. I can't stand him. You got San Diego now and St. Louis.
Man, I love San Diego, man. I love the energy going on there, the talent.
I was honestly expecting a sweep. I thought they were coming in to make a statement in this playoffs. But, you know, they can still do that. You know, I think that they had a phenomenal season. They showed the Dodgers, like, listen, we coming. We here now. You know, they got Machado, who's a veteran.
Great season, by the way.
Had a really good season. Bounced back from last year. You know, he was a little shaky. But with Fernando Tatis there, too. You know what's funny about St. Louis, man? They always find a way to get into the playoffs, bro.
Always, bro.
They kind of remind me, you know what? They remind me, they're like the San Antonio Spurs of the MLB. It's like quiet. They just play, you know, consistent. Fundamentals is always on point.
The franchise is always deep, and they always like to keep a core. They always like to keep core players.
They got so they got core players going on, man. And, you know, let's see what happens.
The Braves and Cincinnati, you saw that game with Trevor Bauer and Max Fried. Just, bro, they OD. That was a pitcher show. That was a show that we was expecting from Bieber and
Cole, right?
We got it from them.
Yeah, and Trevor Bauer, remember, he's a free agent after this year. So I think he's not just playing to try to win. I know he's a gamer. He's a competitor.
Yep.
But, you know, you perform in the playoffs, you get the big bucks. And that's what it is. 7-0, Max Fried.
Honestly, the Braves were the quiet team in the NL. And they were the second seed. Remember they scored 29 runs in the game? Yeah. Like, you had freaking Adam Duvall hit 2 3-run home run games. And you know, these guys are wanting. I'm like, oh, the Braves are – and then Marcelo Osuna, he led the league He led the National League in home runs. I want to see Cincinnati do their thing. I root for them. Obviously, the Braves is a tough contender. Let's see what they could do. And Marlins are super surprised. And I like it. I like the fact they're doing this. Freaking Jeter, man. Like, everyone was talking shit about
Yo.
Yo, they had the Rona. Like, what's up with these Rona?
That was the team that had the Rona. The first day had like the whole squad had this shit.
Yeah, bro, they had to go call up the farm system and shit. Like, hey, man, do you still got those rookies? Or, oh wait, they brought retired baseball players that couldn't get a contract. Hey, you still got that utility pitcher, right? Yeah, let's bring him in.
This has been a crazy, crazy, crazy season, man. When you think about it.
What is in the Corona that is getting these teams access to the playoffs?
Oh, I mean, maybe once you recover from that Corona, you come in ready to play.
The Dodgers, like, they're the ones that have more of a chip on their shoulder because they've been trying to get a chip on their shoulder for so long. And they've been there twice in the last 4 years. So they got a lot to prove.
One thing I'll say about the Dodgers, you know, they went and they got their guy. They got Mookie Betts. Mm-hmm. They extended him. So, you know, he's there to stay. And, again, as a Red Sox fan, it hurt. That
3, 4, 5 mil.
Go like that. It was terrible. But he looks good in that Dodger blue, man. We could get a New York, LA World Series. And that'll be a good way to end. It'll be a great way to end this weird baseball season that we have.
Honestly, like a Dodger and Yankees, that'll be good for baseball. I think it will get the most viewership out of any other team that will be there. Just speaking on that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, think about it. New York and LA, two historic franchises, and you know the two teams that were victim to the cheaters.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah, the storyline writes itself.
I agree that Yankees in the contention always keeps baseball more live on the stream, right? On the streams of the mediums, people see it more because you hear Yankees. Oh, the Yankees are doing it? Oh, shit. Or like, Yankees, man, screw the Yankees, you know? So it's like, but it still gets people to talk about it. And I think it's a point where you have teams like that and LA to kind of bring the attention to the youth, to popular culture, because it's all about what pop culture is popping to you. You know what I mean? We know that those are the two teams right there that do it.
You got the Lakers, they right now doing their thing in the NBA Finals. Hey, people want to see the Dodgers, man. Like, let's win the World Series.
Dodgers got to do the same thing with the Lakers are doing because they got to carry on that narrative of let's do it for Kobe. You know what I mean? The city of Los Angeles has gone through so much during this pandemic, during the riots, during everything, with the fires, with Kobe, with even Pop Smoke died over there. So it's like there's so many things happening in LA that they're like, yo, we need champions right now. So come on, Lakers, y'all better win. Dodgers, y'all better win because y'all the best. They're both literally the best teams in baseball and in basketball is
in LA.
Is the Dodgers and
Lakers. Cincinnati and Atlanta. That's tonight as well. You know, we got to see if Cincinnati can stay alive.
Game 3, right? We're trying to say Game 3. We're trying to see.
We're trying to see Game 3, man. And knowing Trevor Bauer, he'll probably want to pitch Game 3 too. that kind of dude. And listen, if he turns out to be a free agent, I would love to have him in the Red Sox rotation.
Hey, man,
that would be a good signing right there.
And he's a very vocal pitcher, so I'm sure that he'll think about a team that's going to be more acceptance of his attitude. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what you want. Someone who's able to, because I love him. He's an MVP, most vocal pitcher of the MLB. You know what I mean? Like, he definitely has that Bauer power. I love seeing it. He always looks out for the players. Like, yo, man, be free to express yourself, man. Don't let the MLB, like, lock you up in a cage because you can't do this because of sponsors, man. Screw that. I'm going to be me all the time, and I'm going to say what I want to say. So shout out to Trevor Bauer for always having the power of his voice. You know what I mean?
Word. And coming at the commissioner.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that kind of shit.
What I would love to see, me personally, is seeing Padres and the White Sox. Just because it's fresh team that could go 7 games. You don't know what direction it could go in. I think that mystery will make it so cool, especially seeing the exciting players. You got Tim Anderson, exciting. Tatis Jr., exciting. Machado, exciting. Freaking Luis Roberts, young cat, exciting. You know, I'm really, really trying to see a lot of excitement.
The fact that like these are two of the younger teams that are in the playoffs right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the game of baseball has its troubles appealing to the youth. So
Yes.
I think that these guys on the White Sox and on the Padres, the energy they bring and the swagger they bring to the game, and then especially on the main stage, it'll help a lot, man. It'll probably get people back into the game. It'll be exciting to see. Maybe we get a White Sox and Yankees ALCS, and if the White Sox can upset the Yankees, that kind of momentum right there. So then go on and let's just say the Padres upset the Dodgers. That kind of momentum right there, that can make for a great World Series.
When we talk sports, me and you, Lou, we always be breaking it down. That's why I had to do this. We definitely got to continue building up and covering the postseason and whatever comes after, because we all about this sports life. We all about this baseball life. Red
Right,
Sox
right.
Nation, we down, but we always
And
here.
yeah, and I think it's also important to have more of these platforms where we discuss baseball. Because look, just this morning I was watching First Things First, and the topics went LeBron, football, LeBron, football, LeBron. Ain't nobody showing no love to baseball, man. It is the playoffs.
It's the playoffs, dog. Come
Yeah,
on.
man. And then I got podcasters that I listen to, and that kind of pretty much motivated me to get involved, and that's especially seeing what you're doing too. I'm like, yo, that's my guy Reggie. Why not just link with him and let's break down some baseball together. So I'm with this, man. This is a good start, and we'll see what happens, man. Going on to the next round.
Straight up, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, Lewis, man. We're gonna continue building off of this. We're gonna continue pushing forward with these ideals and kind of putting people on, because they ain't getting exposed to what's happening in the MLB. We gotta be able to put people on. That's what we're here for.
Right, and more importantly, from our perspective, not the, oh well, we're just gonna nah, man. We talking like we like back in like we on lunch table or some shit,
Yeah, straight
Yeah,
up.
like,
Straight up.
that's how we was giving it up, So that's how we giving it up, and we hit, you know.
Straight up, man. Well, you already know, man. We out here, Reggie the Germ out here with Louis Casado. We breaking down baseball.